your cup. Good morning from the shell. Super fast.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with super fast tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Hello. You got all excited and everything. And I realized I have to go close the door really quick. So check this out.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shell. Super fast.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with super fast tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Take
The
two.
remix! The remix in the house!
For the remix. Oh, let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. The door is closed so we can talk out louder and have fun and be full of energy. Hope you can coffee live nations. All four of you watching, why don't you say hello in chat? Not five of you. Hello? Say hello. Hello.
Hello.
So,
You guys rock. You guys roll. We got Hillbilly, Howler, KJ, Capodan, and Mugen Full.
Moving forward. It's Wednesday. Yay.
It's actually Wednesday. He's here on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, no time traveling this week.
Oh, did you get my address earlier?
Yeah,
Tortoise?
I did.
Okay. Sorry I didn't give it to you yesterday. I was off computer because of weather issues.
Yeah, we're having weather issues today too.
mm,
It's blizzard outside. High winds of 60 miles plus per hour. Snow, so means later on I gotta shovel snow when the wind finally dies down. All that fun jazz.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. There was a blizzard out here too. When I woke up, there was a lot of Diablo and World of Warcraft out my door.
World of Warcraft and Diablo.
Was it a free subscription or was it just memberships?
I don't know. It was just Blizzard. It was like all of Blizzard Entertainment. I saw my door. Was saying, "You gonna wake up and play our games today?"
That's right. Backwoods Collector, hello. Oh man, we're gonna play all the games, entertainment. Yeah, all that fun jazz. We got. There's a whole line of weather pushing through today. Hopefully, it'll pass us within the next few hours. Get done, because I need to shovel that snow so the wife can go to. She has to go to work.
I don't know where I'm at. It's nice and sunny, 70 degrees here in Little Rock today. A little bit of wind, but they're saying it's supposed to be nice weather for the next 3 days here.
Nice.
It's 45 degrees here and it's very windy earlier. Still under wind advisory, so.
Yeah. They're saying the high is going to be 75 today here. It's nice.
wow.
Nice.
Yeah, here.
Nice and toasty.
Here we're just getting where I'm at, just raining.
Here we got 60 mile per hour winds for 4 hours plus snow. The snow might accumulate to 1 to 2 inches, maybe a little bit more, but it's the wind that's really affecting us in the visibility for driving.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful out there, anybody who lives in the Iowa area. But you don't have to be careful with his Hillbilly. He's a cowboy today. He's trying to steal KJ's role. So you got KJ Cowboy Dan, but now we got the manly Hillbilly Cowboy.
Nah, I'm just sick. Got a sore throat.
Oh.
This coffee is helping me though.
Right? Weather around the world with the meteorologist, super fast tortoise. That's right. No, we actually learned of the storm beforehand before they even mentioned it off Ryan Hall, y'all. If you haven't checked out his channel, you should probably give it a check out. He's really accurate at a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He tells you when he can't be fully accurate when he's depicting weather because of how things go, but he's really pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I watch him myself.
Mm-hmm. How Willer?
Yes, I'm here.
How are the cats doing? They doing good? They doing good?
Well, they're still using me as a launch pad. I don't know what gives them the idea that I'm, like a trampoline or something. They keep using me like one. I try and tell them I don't function that way. You don't get enough bounce, but no, they keep trying.
Well, it happens. This must be like a kind of a wheelchair thing that they use you as a launch pad. So, my stepdad, he being wheelchair bound, being quadriplegic, dealt with a lot of what do you call it? What do you call it when spasms? He had a lot of leg spasms, right?
Mm-hmm.
My niece, when she was like 4 years old, found out that if you lifted up his leg off the chair and kind of hung it down, it would strongly kick. Right? It would strongly kick. And she one time accidentally found this out and then got on his leg, like got in front of his leg on his chair, lifted the leg, put it down, and it kicked her across the room.
I shouldn't ask, but equally, I mean, you're asking for it.
Well,
There's no control down there, so.
Well, she learned this, and you'd think she'd stop it, but she had so much fun flying across the room. She did it again and again.
Wow.
Oh, come on! It's a kid's best dream, You go around and Mum, please kick me across the room. No, I will not do that. Fine.
Right?
I'll go manipulate Grandpa's leg, and he'll do it for me.
The point of the story is somehow someone used a paraplegic or a quadriplegic in this case as a launch pad. It just naturally happens.
No.
That's something. That's indeed something.
Right. Good old memories. But yeah, so what I'm just saying is you're just fitting in the natural order of things of being a launch pad. Well, don't feel like excluded from life or something's bringing you down. You're just doing what comes naturally to the people or cats around you.
Yep.
I don't mind so much. I just wish they'd sometimes choose certain areas not to use as launch pads.
Right. Makes sense.
Yep.
Like Hillbilly likes to use buffets as launch pads. He goes there, eats it up, and you kick him out.
Yep. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
KJ Cowboy Dan, how are you doing today?
No, I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
doing all right. Have a lot of things in the works. Last night, Jesse and I were sitting and talking about a few concepts that we have for Wednesday night.
Ooh.
And we were making some real good music. Maybe if you guys go and check out my Suno page, you'll be able to see some of the stuff that Jesse and I have been putting together. But other than that, we've been just hanging out, hanging out in the morning coffee show,
Oh, hey, don't forget, we did find something very important out yesterday, which you then turned into song. Doctor Who is a hobo from space.
Yes. The new #1 top single on our YouTube, on our Suno page. Yeah.
And I also made a Suno song about a lich.
Well, it makes sense because technically, Doctor Who is homeless. He doesn't have a home. He has
He lives in TARDIS.
Yeah, I was about to say he has a TARDIS that just moves him from time to time.
He did steal the TARDIS, so he's technically not a hobo, but a squatter.
But it's technically not a home, It's not a home, so he's
I don't know. There's
homeless,
multiple rooms in there. There's a library and a swimming pool in there.
which is crazy.
How
Which is
else? What
crazy.
else is a home?
All right. First of all, he did something really good with the paint job on the inside. I mean, white walls usually make a blue building look a lot bigger on the inside.
Right? Uh, well, Doctor Who. Fantastic show for those people who love it. Like Doctor Who has a following I could not imagine. I tried watching Doctor Who, was not my thing.
I think it started off as a historical thing, and then teach history, and then it just evolved from there.
I don't know. I don't know where it started out, but I do think that they missed out on a good opportunity for the theme song because they could have gotten the Who to do it, and it could have been Doctor Who are you? Ooh ooh, Doctor Who.
The pun is really there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Doctor Who.
I'm just dying slowly over here at you guys.
It's okay. I am
Hanging my
too.
head in shame.
Aren't we all though? Slowly dying.
You know, if Jessie's not careful and she spends more time with us, her own family's going to think she's become American.
She might pick up on some of our mannerisms. That's for sure.
Right?
Oh dear. Better watch out then.
Better watch out. You better not cry. You better
You
not.
might start calling chips fries.
You can call them fried potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't know why
you're
they.
frying the whole potato though. It's not like you've just put a whole potato in a deep fat fryer.
Have you
Here's your
tried
fried potato.
Actually, that sounds fun. Let's do that.
it?
It does sound like an intriguing way of making a baked potato, a jack potato,
Well, think about this.
deep fried potato.
In America, we have chips, bags of chips, which we call crisps. Right? You call them crisps, which I don't understand why you call them crisp. I mean, they are crispy, they're delicious, but we call them chips. Now, you have fries, you call those chips. You could call them American fries, French fries, European fries. Like, we call our fries. Like French
No, we call them freedom fries.
freedom fries.
Freedom fries. We don't do French fries. Them's un-American. We do freedom fries.
Freedom fries, because we're not cowards.
But going on, I don't know what the separation is because I don't think Doritos sells Doritos in your country and it's not marked chips on their bags, which I can't fully attest to because I never seen a bag of Doritos up close in a store in Europe. Where here, they got chips, they got family size chips. I mean, in America, we're gluttonous people. I won't lie. Like, they sell family size bags of chips, and we actually buy one of those bags for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, in the background, you hear Weird Al's Fat song playing in the background, parody of Bad.
Right. Right. That's a classic song. I actually have that on my MP3 player.
Nice.
Mm. Still good. And hello, Captain Waffles. Hello.
Hello.
You made it. The guy who shaved his beard.
Okay, I'm kind of scared to see how that looks.
Wait,
Yeah, I just got back into cell service, but yeah, I decided it was time for a change.
Sometimes that's what it is.
Okay.
He didn't shave it all off. He just shaved it down very, very small.
Okay. I still have my goatee going. I shaved my beard, but I got goatee going now, so that's good.
Coach says crinkle, shoestring, curly steak. Maybe you should do a pull. Ooh.
Yes, but it's curly fries and steak chips. For some reason, we like to have some that are fries. So it is curly fries, but for the steak ones, it's steak chips. Same with crinkle cut chips. So I don't know why we have a couple that are fries.
Well, because curly chips sounds weird.
True.
You know,
Curly chips
Curly
does sound
chip.
a little odd.
Whenever British people compare their fries to chips, all I can think of is like some guy doing lawn maintenance with a big old wood chipper right there, throwing just like potatoes into a wood chipper and just like, all right, we got ourselves some chips.
Right.
That was a horrible British accent, KJ.
I think it's
My
been more like
redneck accent.
hillbilly.
That was my redneck accent. I don't know how to do a
Exactly.
British.
I was like, if you're trying to make chips and do British, that was terrible, but I get it.
No, I was doing my redneck trying to do a British. So if it came off more redneck, it was right.
Yeah, I guess what came off to me anyway.
Coach's Magic's kindly renamed crinkle chips for waffles. They're now waffle fries.
We have waffle fries.
They do have waffle fries.
They
Yep.
do.
Yeah, we have waffle fries. You put
Right.
gravy on them.
Waffle fries.
Huh?
Is it like just a waffle, or because then you just call it a waffle?
There's waffles and then there's waffle fries.
Waffle fries. They look. Some people say that they look like a lattice. My sister calls them lattice fries because it looks like a
Or they're called crisp cut.
or a crisp cut. Yeah.
Yep.
There's too many versions of fries and chips.
And
Yep.
then
Just
and
be chip.
and
Look,
then our
look,
Canadian brethren up north, they have poutine, which is gravy colored fries.
Mm-hmm.
so there's a
I mean,
poll.
the best thing to do with potatoes, turn it into vodka.
Look, potatoes can be mashed potatoes, it can be chips, it can be fries, they could be a lot of things and vodka. They're like
Well,
the superior vegetable.
yeah.
It's like
Baked,
the other
boiled.
vegetables are not even trying.
Right.
Anyways, there's a pull up in chat. What do you prefer? Waffle, curly, crinkle, or shoestring fries? Check it out. That's brought to you by Coach's Magic.
By the way, all those answers are wrong if anybody supplies an answer to it, because the true answer to which fries anybody prefers is In-N-Out Burger fries with animal style.
Okay, I like.
Where's the steak option gone?
It only gave me 4 options.
Oh.
It wouldn't let me add more.
Well, I guess we'll have to make an alternative vote then. Choose a
Steak
different
fries
one.
are good. I like steak fries.
I meant to click
Red-
curly, but it gave me. I accidentally clicked waffles. Oh well.
And depending
Red
on
Robin steak fries.
Yeah, and depending on mix to fry, it's either really good or bad. Like I've had bad steak fries where they're like undercooked and mushy. They didn't do it right, or they don't cook them right. Where some are crispy and firm, like you would want a steak fry. You know, same with shoestring. You can get really good fried shoestring fries where they're crispy and they hold up and they taste good, or you get ones that are very soggy and limp. It's all weird.
Rally Checkers seasoned fries are so good.
Everyone if you have an Arby's in your area, go get their curly fries. I recommend that one.
All right.
For curly.
So I'm not sure if any of you all have been out to Kansas in a while, but Kansas City has these really, really thin fries, right? And they're called toothpick fries, and they're really thin, and they get
This
really
is getting
crunchy.
silly now. Toothpick
And-
fries?
No, toothpick fries. They're really thin, and they sell them at Kansas City, and they're really awesome. They get really crunchy, and oh yeah, really good stuff.
Are you sure you're not just picking up the complimentary toothpicks and then eating them?
No.
They are there
No.
trying to get like bits of steak out your teeth or
When
whatever.
I eat wood, I eat off the tree. Don't trust me. When I eat wood, I eat off the tree. No, we're talking about really good fries. And Americans, we've come up with different ways to prepare potatoes. Just saying.
Someone needs to clip that as a soundbite for KJ. When I eat wood, I eat off the tree.
Damn straight, and I will post that to my Twitter page and say I stand by that.
Well, what I like is the potato wedges.
Right, those are steak fries.
Yep.
No, not necessarily. Potato wedges are also called Joes.
Yes, JoJo's.
Mm-hmm.
Saysorb says if a potato can become vodka, you can become anything you believe.
Yep.
That's right.
Up, Stasis Orb.
Saysorb. Well, anyways, I got a business idea for Hillbilly. Start a buffet, and all your items are different kinds of fries.
That would not work.
How do you know? Have you tried it?
Well, wouldn't be be nothing to eat there.
That's right. You would eat it all.
Exactly.
But hey, that might be an idea. Call it Hillbilly Fry.
Hillbilly's visible fry.
You know, you have shoestring fries, you have curly fries, waffle fries, toothpick fries. Who knows? Steak fries, and you have different kinds of dipping sauces. So you got jalapeno, barbecue, ketchup, mustard, mayo, all the different kinds of dipping sauces, fry sauces,
Secret sauce, special
Ranch
sauce,
is the
animal
best.
sauce.
Fully
Szechuan
loaded.
sauce.
Fully
Duck
loaded
sauce.
fries.
Yeah, but
Horsey sauce.
then you can serve like different kinds of fries, like baked potato fries or nacho fries, where you have nachos made out of fries and baked potatoes made out of fries,
Oh,
and you can have different fries. It might work. It might work.
Yep.
Mash them, boil them, stick them in stew. That's right, Hobbit.
Yeah, then you'd have you some French fry soup.
That's right, French fry soup. Who knows? The opportunities are endless.
Yep. Well, we do have potato soup.
Potato soup. Show me tater salad.
Yep.
Let me a good tater salad.
Miss
Man.
Sibley says ranch hands down from dipping. That's right,
Oh, yeah.
ranch. But all right,
I like horsey sauce with my French fries.
horsey sauce is pretty good. I won't lie. If you don't like horsey sauce, you need a new tongue and a taste palate. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Okay. But anyways, I digress. We need to get to the first segment of the day, and by that we gotta click this bumper.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
All right. Look at us. We're here. We were there, but now we're here. Now we need to get back on track. We were talking about fries, buffets, and all this crazy stuff. What the difference is between a crisp and a fry and a chip is and all that jazz. I don't know. My head is not on right today. But we need to get to the first segment of the day so we can get on the right path. And Hillbilly knows where that segment is. Hillbilly, where are we going?
Card of the day.
Bedrock tortoise.
That's right. You know, with your voice as it is, you need to narrate a book about cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Whatever.
You'll be like, I went down to the store and I went to buy a pound of pancake mix, but the cashier held me up hostage, and without a thought, I pull out my wallet. I'm kidding. That was bad impression. Bad
That's I'd like to see how that story goes someday, but
well, fries needs a command. That's right.
Don't
Yeah,
ask me
better-
what the command's going to do, but it needs a command.
it just says freedom fries.
Bedrock tortoise costs 3 generic and a green. It's 0/6 turtle. As long as your turn, creatures you control have hexproof. Each creature you control is toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Woo woo.
Go.
That's right. And Saysorb's like, as the tumbleweed rolls by. Happy night, bot. So this card I chose today because I wanted a tortoise card in the show today. I wanted to feel something tortoisey, like part of the creep.
Go.
Yeah. As for cards, go ahead, tap that. That's right. Tapping the card so you don't have to. That's what I'm doing. All right. Then, now we're going to roll on to some pictures of the day. Pictures of the day. So the cat who guards the coffee because it's warm.
Mm.
Yeah, look at that. The next picture. Says, even your crazy needs a hot cup of coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sometimes you're crazy. Your crazy needs a hot cup of coffee.
Yeah, who's that supposed to be? The Joker?
I don't know.
Or the Riddler?
I was having fun with it. Then even
It's
your
the Roker.
The Roker.
I reckon.
Now here it says even your adventure needs a hot cup of coffee.
Yup.
The point is you need coffee. This one was a funny one because I tried making a hobbit drinking coffee, and this is what he gave me. All right. But then the last picture of the day. Boop, boop. So when your serious side and silly side both need coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell where my brain was today when I was making pictures. So I needed coffee. I was sipping on coffee, and the coffee pot wasn't percolating. There was no fresh coffee. I was making these memes on empty.
Mm.
Oh no. Even your cup of coffee sometimes needs a cup of coffee. That's right.
Yep.
I'm not turtle enough for the Turtle Club. Laugh aloud. That's right. Jeez. But all right. I digress. All right, those have been pictures today, and I'm kind of rushing through because we're 26 minutes in, and we need to get to the question of the day. Woo! The question of the day segment is right here. Now, if you have a question of the day or a picture of the day you want to share with us on Discord, you can.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
Question today is brought to you by yours truly. Let's see what I had to ask. Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. That's right, we got a question of the day. The question is, what makes you nostalgic today? What is something that's gotten your nostalgic strings and pulling you different directions because you miss it, you want it, you want to relive it, or have fun with it? Let's go.
I got it. I got an answer already because I saw this earlier today, and I got to double check to make sure it's true. But apparently, they're remaking the N64 in 4K.
Ooh.
Oh, I saw something on that. Wasn't sure if it was true.
Yeah, I got to do some more research. But when I saw that, I was like, GoldenEye, Star Fox 64, all the good games coming. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to play.
Yeah, I heard about that. Isn't it supposed to be one of those little like they call them collector's edition like consoles, but really what they are is they're the ones with the preloaded Nintendo games on it. Isn't that what they're doing? Like what they did with the old Nintendo?
I hope so, because if I don't have to buy all the individual games and I pay $250 and it's loaded with, let's say, 100 of the greatest titles, take my money.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that otherwise. I'm saying if it's like one of those, I would like to get that too, because I ended up getting the Nintendo one, even though it's tiny and the controller is even smaller than the original. It's still worth it for being able to play like games not on a CRT for once.
Yeah.
Okay, laugh at me.
Coach says, "Can you repeat the question? I was distracted with the surprise close-up of Super Fast Tortoise." That's funny. Oh yeah, there we go. We got the ball. Hey, the ball. I'm sorry, I missed you. So, anyways, so what's got you nostalgic over there? People are thinking. That's a good question. N64 is a good one.
Pokemon always gets me nostalgic. Yeah, Pokemon does.
Yeah. Like some classic Pokemon games that you like to replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I can completely replace your 1 and 2 completely without looking up a guidebook. But other than that, I have to look up a guidebook on games
Right.
or internet guide.
Well, I'd have to say Final Fantasy and Spider-Man.
Final Fantasy and Spider-Man. Yeah, those are actually nostalgic properties right now. Even though Spider-Man and Final Fantasy are still going on, but Final Fantasy 10 and 7, it's really good games.
Yep. But the only drawback, but there is one thing that I am kind of let down about. That is Spider-Man. That they do not have no commander decks for Spider-Man.
Oh my lord, dude, you gotta get off that train.
I know it. I know it.
like not everything is commander deck.
Yeah, I know. I was just hoping they put out at least Venom commander deck because I was wanting a Venom commander deck. Not have to worry about much, upgrading. Not have to do much upgrading to it.
The Balt says Tony Hawk. You like talking about Pro Skater? Because that game was fun.
Yeah,
Did you know they're remastering 3 and 4? Tony Hawk Pro Skate.
Yeah.
So that's coming out, which looks awesome.
Honestly, if that keeps going and that sells well, I hope they do Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2 remaster.
As long as they don't remaster 5. That does not need a remaster.
No, that's
buggy.
buggy.
Period.
Yeah, it's just too buggy for the game.
Right. Well, as long as it works. Is there something that's nostalgic that calls to you, Hillbilly?
Don't know. It's more music. So when I hear songs that I predominantly listened to when I was younger, and it's just like, oh, I feel like that little teenager again.
I get you.
Speaking of music, there's tons of like the Offsprings, Newfound Glory, a bunch of these older bands are actually coming back with summer tours this year. There's a lot of bands coming back.
Then I noticed in Europe they're printing off their greatest hits albums from these older bands, so you can find their greatest hits or best songs. Not saying all their B-sides, but because it's like good B-side songs that are pretty epic. But yeah, like every greatest hits album I've ordered for music this year has come from Europe.
Well, we like to have a nice complete album rather than having to keep changing the album every 2 minutes because we've, listened to the couple of songs we liked on that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, physical media is making a comeback. And that's good.
Oh, yeah. I certainly want to have my record player again. I had to get rid of it because it broke, and I don't have the space at the moment. But playing records was always just, I don't know, it just sounds nicer. I'm not sure you've got to set it up and then it finishes early and you've got to flip it over. But there's just something about the sound of a record. It just sounds a lot nicer than putting on a CD or anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, especially when you got good speakers and audio system that go with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. When Coogee Dude's here, you can tell you all about that. He has all the old school stuff. In fact, last time I talked to him, which was last night, he's redoing his audio system so it's updated. So it's crazy. So something nostalgic that I've been craving lately has been wanting to watch the Gremlins, and I know they're supposed to be making like a new movie or something or coming up, or they have a TV show coming up. But I've been wanting to watch the Gremlins, which I own the movies on Blu-ray with Gremlins 1, 2, and the Goonies like as a bundle pack.
I watch the Gremlins every year on Christmas Eve. It is the Christmas Eve movie. I can't believe you're waiting until like halfway through the year to decide to watch Gremlins. I mean, you don't have to watch it at Christmas, but it's a lovely one to watch at Christmas.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of become part of my tradition.
Some people like to watch Die Hard on Christmas or right before Christmas.
Die Hard is also a great one to watch around Christmas.
Thinking of Die Hard, KJ likes to Die Hard.
Yeah. First of all, Die Hard is a Christmas Eve movie. First of all, anytime after midnight Christmas Eve, Die Hard's out of date because Die Hard takes place on Christmas Eve. Now that its time frame is established correctly, I am currently looking towards tomorrow, so that way 2 days from now I can be nostalgic. Because I'll tell you what, today being Wednesday, tomorrow is New Comic Book Day.
Nice.
And when I get my comic books that's released tomorrow, I'm going to be either very happy about what's released or very nostalgic for something that we've already read. So I'm waiting till tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the future until after I get my new issues of my comic books I subscribe to. And then I'll be nostalgic.
Is that the Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time? Well,
Is it in the month of March or April that they do Free Comic Book Day?
Free Comic Book Day is the second week of April, but New Comic Book Day is new release day is what I'm talking about.
No, I know. I was just trying to remember the Free Comic Book Day when it.
Yeah,
when
that's
it actually
second.
happened.
Free Comic Book Day is second week of April. Then you have Diamond does a second one that's Halloween Fest, and then they do a third one just right after the 4th of July as well.
All right, here's a question for you guys because I really don't know Zelda that much. Do you prefer Zelda the Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
First of all, it's like comparing apples and oranges.
Yeah. The answer is yes. That's the answer.
Yes.
Die Hard, Home Alone, Gremlins are not Christmas movies. Well, they happen during Christmas time, so I celebrate that way. All right.
That's like saying The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. It's both.
It's whatever you want to make it. Look, you can watch My Little Pony and make it a Christmas movie if you wanted to. All right. But the thing about these movies that we're talking about that you just listed, they happen on Christmas. So that Christmas or not, people are going to watch them for Christmas. I mean, what if you can watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas on Halloween? It'll still work. You can watch it on Thanksgiving. Still work. But it's a Christmas movie all around.
Yep.
All right. That's right. Yippee-ki-yay. Let's get on to the next portion of the show.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flares. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
Whoa, we need to get to the topic of the day. Thanks to Hillbilly, who supplanted the card of the day, we were able to find our way back here. All right, now, with that, the real reason why we collect Magic the Gathering, comics, video games, music, etc., is the topic. We collect things we love. We things we connect with, but the real reason we collect delves in deeper than the surface look of it all. Collecting can look like hoarding sometimes. Value can come in many different forms. And monetary to personal value is how you collect things. We collect for different reasons. Collecting things I personally love and things my family can turn into a small profit. Also, I collect items that are functional, usable, like a toy collection, and it can be sold or played with, or given to a young child because they need toys. Their family's poor or something. They can get spoiled with some pretty awesome toys like Transformers. That's when I pass. I like a highlight of their life, my family life is the stuff I got. They can turn around, flip, play with, interact with. Right, that's what I do. Or help someone who's financially struggling. He can help out that way. My Magic collection is there to give to my son when I pass. But if he wants to flip it, I've taught him how to flip I've taught him how to flip my collection and make a profit off it if he had to. They can play. But the decks I have, they can play the decks. All my family knows how to play Magic the Gathering. So it's there if they want to. And they can have a game night with these decks or turn them into a small profit, like I mentioned. Like I said, I teach people in my life how to flip the goods, and I pass that along to them because I want them to make the most out of what they can with what they got. And that's part of the real reason I collect, so I can have fun now and help my family later. Excuse me, dry throat. Let's get deep into what you guys collect for. The real reasons why you guys collect. Who wants to start that one off?
Well, the reason why I collect is because I collect magic cards because I want to improve my decks, and also I can use some of the packs of cards for giveaways and stuff like that.
Right.
Or use cards for trades.
Right.
Yep.
Trading is a good thing. But do you have like an end goal? Like what if have you taught the wife how she can take your collection to the store and make money off it if needed to?
Yes, I have. I've showed her how I've done it, and I've done it in front of her and everything, so she should know how to do it.
Right. And the reason why I say that because like so many people collect different things and say my family can deal with it. My family will inherit it. Like they know what they're going to do, and sometimes it takes a lot amount of research. But when you have families like small as mine, you can teach them how to flip things. They know how to play the games if they want to play. They can keep it for keepsake if they want. But knowing that they knowing that they know what to do with it, how to do with it, if they have to do what they need, they can do it. Makes me feel good inside.
Mm-hmm.
I did that once, but it kind of bit me in the backside. So don't teach somebody how to sell your product if they don't know how to sell your collectibles. Don't teach them, especially if you maybe have an unstable marriage like I did. I lost a lot. Like I think it was like $9,000 in a single 100 count box of comic books. Like So you got to be careful on who you're teaching to sell your stuff.
Well, I guess that depends on who you trust.
You're right.
And how you trust them, because that sounds like you were in a different situation than I'm in.
I'll be right back.
Like for example, my wife pays for most of the stuff I own, right? So the stuff I got, it can be turned into investment on her end. So she's the unstable one. She's the one putting the money into it. So,
right.
But she's not the unstable one. I'm more unstable. But anyways, going on. The opinions of things only differ on the perspective of the people who have them. All right. So anyways.
Yeah, I'm more of a contrarian when it comes to collecting. I've collected over the years. I mean, I've had a vast collection of things. At one point, I had the entire 6 sets of Pokemon produced by Wizards of the Coast, all the foils, everything. If you watch some of my older YouTube videos, you can actually see them framed up on my wall. And I got to a point where I had tons of Lego sets, Funko Pops, all kinds of different stuff I was collecting. Right. And I just went through this, some people would say a midlife crisis. Other people would say maybe an awakening. I don't know. But I decided to go the route of being a minimalist, only having what I need, and that's it. And so, like, my Magic collection consists of decks that I play and a small stack of playable cards that I can interchange in those decks.
Right.
But other than that, I've pretty much given up on the concept of collecting just because my mentality is why? Why do I have to appease myself by collecting? And obviously, this is my opinion. This isn't to talk down on people who collect. This is my own personal views and beliefs. And so I see it as like, for me personally, there's no reason to hoard this stuff. There's no reason to collect it. I mean, I drive around all day and I see tons of mini storages and all these other places where people store these collectibles and valuables, or they store them in their garage, or And it's like, why? It's just sitting there. Just because it has some kind of sentimental monetary value to it, are you going to display it, or are you just going to keep it locked up and hide it away like Schmeagol? You know, I bought the Kamigawa full art lands that I see them as art. So I bought them to display them as art, not to just hoard them and keep them hidden somewhere. So there are things that I will do like that, but I realize there's so much crap in my house that I got to get rid of that I just don't use. And so it's like, I see no reason to collect unless A, I'm going to display it for everyone to enjoy, or B, I'm going to use it. That's my thoughts.
Kevin G says, isn't it a huge burden to leave someone to have a massive collection? Now, if you tell them how to dispose of it properly, you know, if they know how to dispose of it, get rid of it. Like, that's one of the things I wanted my family to know is how to deal with my collection. So when they inherit it after my passing, they can deal with it easier instead of having to go through the fanatic research and whatnot. And plus, everything's already put away or displayed, so it's in a place. And we live in the same house, so it's not like they're just going to incorporate all this new stuff to their house.
You're right.
Captain G says, yeah, I'm with you, Captain Waffles. I'd rather give to others than need it over collecting.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, my pool games and everything was my collection of stuff that I was just like, I don't need this. And so I basically, after doing a lot of research of how to sell it and all the other stuff, I was like, this is the most win-win situation. People will pay less money to get like a Shelter of the Apocalypse than they would if they bought it outright. You know, if they buy like 5 pools and get lucky and get it, or they'll be, and then I can sell it all, and it averaged out to, like, after PayPal fees and shipping and everything else, it averaged out pretty much the same as if I sold everything like individually and worked on it that way. So I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. And don't get me wrong. What I collect is my decks, all my cards and trades. Like after I get to a point where I can't push the singles out, I'll sell it in bulk because I too are limited on space, so I care about that. But we live in a world where we collect things.
Triple shot, Vente, Carlo, Monte, triple shot espresso, please. Thank you.
Triple shot espresso.
Okay.
Shot of espresso.
You know, like we have different reasons why we collect. Like KJ himself has a collection of comic books, and he collects.
Oh wait, thank you.
And I collect some video games. I still have a game that's like worth over $150 right now.
Nice.
You're welcome, KJ.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry. I was just ordering my drink. I'm at Starbucks right now.
Collecting can be a way to connect with history, relaxing activities relieve stress. It can be a way to express personal interest and create representation of something you are passionate about. That's very true.
Yep.
That's why today's question was about nostalgia and stuff, because it does link to collecting. Because we collect, like the older we get, we collect things that we missed that we had back in the day when we're younger, and we get into collecting. We're collecting things that are new, hip, or that we find cool. But things we interacted with, the things that mean the most to us when we collect, are the things that bring us back to the best times of our childhood or best times that we had when we were younger.
Yep.
You know, and like most cases, just like any other hobby, they're worth money. You know, like over time, they last longer. They're still in good condition. They're worth money. You know, and that's just how it goes. And our memories are worth a lot of money to someone else. And that's not why I collect. I don't collect for the monetary value. I collect so I can enjoy the things I had as a kid.
Right.
When I was younger. Because I had action figures until the age of 18. You know, so.
Oh, you know, when the apocalypse hits and we're living the storyline of Fallout, you better have made sure you collected all those bottle caps.
Right.
The coffee
Yeah.
doesn't give you bottle caps.
Once we are gone, then does that item have nostalgia and value? Doesn't matter after I'm gone. It's about when I'm alive.
I mean, might have some nostalgia to people you played Magic the Gathering with, but other than that,
Right.
stuff. So
Like as long as I'm living, the stuff I have brings value. Like I said in my little monologue, I have stuff that's functional. Right.
yeah,
My transformers, they transform. They bring me functional value. My commander decks, they bring me functional value because I can play with decks.
Yep.
But for the people who don't have functional value for them or don't want functional value with them, can turn them for monetary value. You know?
And that just goes into what I was saying. Like you're utilizing them, so collecting them to use and stuff. That like I do that with certain things. So it's like if you're getting enjoyment out of it, then that's the real monetary value. Like you're buying it to enjoy it, where some people buy it to hoard it and put it in a box and say, yes, I have it because it's a collectible.
Right. And the Kevy G, like, I just hit me what was going on here. It says, once you're gone, does it have a nostalgia value? Well, I'm not twiddling my fingers and waiting until I'm dead to do anything. You know, I'm alive right now, so I'm going to take advantage of what I got. You know, the best you expect your family to deal with a bunch of stuff. My family's aware of the stuff that they what I got. If we didn't want it, like this arcade cabinet was not a purchase of mine. This was a gift from my son. You know, that was and this shelf of toys right here was a purchase of my wife's. They're very well aware of my junk. They got most of the stuff for me.
I understand what Kevy is trying to say, and that's where the old expression of one man's junk is another man's treasure. I mean, everything has a price to the right person.
Right.
So, I mean, I would say one of the biggest collections I still own right now, but I use them constantly, is Nerf guns. I go to the Goodwills and I find Nerf guns that are normally $50, $60, $80, and I buy them for like $5-6. And then me and my kid, we go around and we mess with them and we play around with them. And it's like, I've got probably 30 Nerf guns that equivalent to over $500, but I didn't spend that much.
You know, with the good
in the end, but in the end, if I die and my wife goes to sell them, somebody's going to come along like I did and go, ooh, I want those because they have value to me. And so, yes, the person that has to get rid of them does have that momentary need of being able to off them, but there's going to be somebody out there that's willing to buy it.
I'm going to add to that. Not only that, everything has value. It may not be money value. It could be sentimental value. There's all kinds of different kinds of value out there.
Right. You know, I'm living till I die. You know, I'm not waiting till I'm dead. You know, that's why this stuff is the way it is. You know, in fact, I didn't really get into massive collecting until I got over 30. You know, started getting into stuff. And I used to collect different toys and stuff, but I had to hone it down, and I honed it down to like my turtles, which my turtles are actually fully displayed, right? I don't open the box to play with them very much, even though they are open. I did play with them at one point because I have to. I'm not one of those people who are just going to sit there and just leave it in a box for no reason. You know, I watched my videos. I play with my figures, the Transformers, except the ones that have gold plastic syndrome, which you don't know what that is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, and like, let's put it on the flip side, Kev G. Right, the flip side says, "Am I expecting my family to deal with a bunch of my stuff?" Right. Well, the same goes for my wife. She has over 100 board games, and this is all collection, all bought by her, all collected by her. We actually play a bunch of them, even though we're on an exit game streak right now. Like, if you haven't played exit game, but if she were to go before me, I have to deal with that, and I know how to deal with it, and I'm okay with that. It's an agreement. It's not like, here you go, I'm dropping something surprising on your lap.
Yep.
I would have to disagree with Kevy's statement of, and it is selective too, but he is choosing MTG and Transformers. MTG and Transformers are so ingrained into
Society.
our society as a pop culture thing that I don't think 100 years from now people are going to forget about it. I mean, yes, there are people out there still today that have no idea what MTG is or what Transformers are, but there's a big enough community that it passes down over time to the next generation and keeps going.
Right.
So I now there are things out there that yes may eventually fade away, but I don't think MTG and Transformers are one of those. I mean, look at some of the movies too that have been, Nosferatu, for instance. They just remade it, and that was made how many years ago? The original. So it's one of those things where if it's an iconic item or movie or thing, it's going to keep replicating itself. It's going to keep coming back.
And Kevin G is talking about me and my wife collecting. It says 2 wrongs don't make a right. Nothing's wrong about it. We enjoy the stuff we have. We make family time out of it. If you think that's wrong, then I don't know where your head is there, because we actually use the things. We actually bond together with them. We play the games. We do the stuff. It's about what we make of life, not about what we ignore till we're dead.
Right.
It's about making memories now instead of just letting it go to waste.
That's right.
Yep.
I mean, 100 years ago, 100 years from now, perhaps none of us will be alive by then, but
because I think the real reason why we collect like the nostalgic stuff is for the memories, and the newer stuff we do for the memories, for the time. Like if you're sitting down and you're bored and you don't do nothing because you're bored, you're wasting time. But if you're functionally moving and doing stuff with the ones around you, having fun, and if it's with your collection, that's doing your collecting right. You're actually having fun with it.
That's me. That's me right here. All right. Thank you.
Right.
You have some, I need cinnamon over there. Thank you.
KJ, what the heck are you doing?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm at
He's
Starbucks.
trying to finish his cinnamon collection.
I'm at Starbucks. I just got my coffee, and I'm getting ready to hike down the road to go down to my other appointment. But had to get some coffee first.
That's got to be some hike for a head in a jar.
I got somebody lifting my jar, taking it around for me.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
Yeah.
Man, Kevin G, are you bipolar or something? Because you are just on a train that doesn't matter.
Well, so here's the thing. He has a very strong opinion and ideology. Like there's nothing to we don't want to talk down on that. Like I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong, and I'm not saying what we're saying was wrong. We just have a difference of opinions.
Right.
I agree with some of the things he's saying, and I agree with some of the things you're saying. In the end, it comes down to perspective and what you believe and how you feel about the certain subjects. And he's right. Popeye is one of those things that was big, but like I said, there are certain things that will become so iconic that it can't be deleted in a sense from history, and people won't stop collecting it. Now, does that everything is safe from that? Absolutely not. There are things that are very popular for a while, and then they fall out of favor because times change, generations change. The thing with Magic, like I said, it's ingrained into society, whereas Popeye isn't ingrained. Popeye was and even now I've heard of things with Popeye where they're making some kind of dark Popeye Sailor movie, and there's things that do rear its head from time to time. So I think when it comes to collecting, if you're doing it in a healthy way and it brings you enjoyment and you're not causing a problem, there's no reason that you shouldn't collect. Now, like I said, my beliefs are I'm not going to collect and just hoard it away and be like Schmeagle, or get to a point where I can't walk around my house because my entire house is so packed with stuff in it. But at the same time, if you enjoy, like, you, for instance, like the Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you want to dedicate, 20 square foot of your house to display your cool stuff, and when people come over, it's a talking point, there's no problem with that. Like, I don't understand how you can't have that, and not, you're enjoying it. So it's okay. Now, like I said, if your entire house was filled with this stuff and you're like, I got to go into debt to buy the next because of my collection and this and that, that's a different problem.
Yeah, there's a different problem. There's a fine line and a big line between hoarding too.
Yep,
for sure. But like when it comes to stuff I collect, I'm not thinking about like 40 years in the future. I'm thinking about, well, this stuff will be valuable then. I'm thinking about the stuff that has value to me now.
Same.
Like it has value to me now. And it's bringing me happiness for a momentary, like nothing is permanent happiness when it comes to objects, but it's fun. So
yeah, it's like, why click video games or play video games?
Like why should I care if something will be forgotten in 40 years if I'm enjoying it right now? Like it's like food. You don't eat food thinking, man, I'm going to enjoy this burger and remember it 40 years from now. You're going to eat it, enjoy it, and be happy garners you nourishment.
Yep.
Well, I don't think what. Yeah. Okay.
But still, the real reason why we collect it is different for each person. That's why it's a real reason why we collect. I'm not saying we're all individually on the same page of collecting, because like I don't collect comic books. KJ collects comic books. Some people collect Pokemon and other TCGs. Some people collect Funko Pops, which Funko Pops are notorious for not having value except for some extremely rare ones, but people still collect them. People have different reasons why they collect. Now, one thing I'd note is if you have an addiction to collecting, you might want to seek help. Because some people have that issue where they got that thing where they love buying and buying and buying over. Like the best part of reselling is sourcing, because the sourcing is the funnest part, but actually doing the work to resell is work.
Well, that's what we're saying, Kibby G.
Yeah, that's what go ahead.
I can see that's what Tortoise does. He collects it for love, not for money gain.
Yeah, the money gain is just benefit.
Right.
Like I don't build a magic deck thinking what's the most optimized way to gain money. No, I think of the most optimized way to play the deck.
Correct.
Correct.
Well, the toys I have, they are worth money, but that's just because they're old, and some of the stuff I have is depletionary. Like I have a toy on my shelf that you can't see right now. It's behind the white secret layer box right there, right behind it. It's a transformer that can't transform because of gold plastic syndrome. So it is definitely different. So it lost value there, but I still like it. It still looks cool to me. It's a Megatron Transmetal 2,
Yeah.
KJ, you're back.
Yeah. Somehow got booted out.
Yeah, I don't know. StreamYard's being finicky with the phones.
Well, I think it's being finicky with phones. Also, the fact that I'm on my phone and I just left Starbucks, and I think leaving Starbucks had disconnected me from the Wi-Fi to my my telephone internet, and yeah.
Yep, that's a possibility.
Yep.
But so the person at Starbucks put my name on the coffee with a smiley face. She likes me.
They
don't put a smiley face on your name when you go to Starbucks. Just saying, put a smiley face on mine.
Collecting is a way different subject than overspending on a hobby. MTG tries to get people into overspending, targeting people's emotions of FOMO, nostalgia, and chase the booster pack gamble. That's right.
Yeah, it is true.
My parents collect cats. Well, they have 4. We have 4 cats here too. We love them.
All I got is 2 dogs.
Same here for what Hillbilly just said. 2 dogs here.
Oh, my cat's going nuts right now. Jeez. don't know why he's going nuts, but he's going nuts. Going nuts for coconuts. But still, no. Albeit, collecting is about, should be about what you love and things you want to remember. I'm not the kind of person who'll buy one thing and buy like multiples of that one thing just to have multiples of that one thing. Like usually, if I want something, I'll buy one thing and that's it. That one thing is what I want. Like if there's something that, like if I had a collection of anything, it'd be multiples of something. It would probably be Stormtroopers and Star Wars if I was into Star Wars that way.
Right.
You know.
But who isn't? I don't know. If I could afford Star Wars action figures, especially if I can afford to go get all those Star Wars action figures I had back in the 80s, oh, I'd be so happy right now. You know, just those guys would be displayed on a shelf that take up my entire wall if I could afford it.
Well, with you. That's about anything you love. If you could afford it, you'd have it displayed on your wall. You say that every time about something that we talk about.
Hey, you know what? I am not opposed to, if I could afford it, to having that museum of junk. Long as, I'm just saying, if I could afford it and I could have somebody keep track of it, maybe Becky after she cleans my jar. I would absolutely do it. There's a difference between having a nice large collection and hoarding. And unfortunately, there are the collectibles industry does rely on people's I want to say mental disability of being able to care for themselves when it comes to knowing how much money to spend. And but if you can do it responsibly and you're able to keep track of your stuff and display it appropriately, I see nothing wrong with it. As long as you don't put yourself out on the streets.
Right. Good day, Karma. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, don't put yourself on the street. Collect it responsibly.
Right.
Like, well, when I first got into collecting toys, it was a little rough, but I actually started buying toys by the collection and flipping over the toys I didn't want to keep. And that went around for a while until I had to stop.
Yep.
Yeah, because the toy collecting industry in my area, from like vintage toys and stuff, has gotten so aggressive that it's hard to keep up. Especially when I earn the money to go buy everything to keep up in that flipping business, that I'm just behind. But I just collect the things I want to collect. I don't go out there to collect just to collect. I collect the things that are nostalgic to me.
All right. Well, the way I do it is I'll put all my bills first, pay all my bills. Then after that I go get what I wanted to collect, such as magic cards for deck, magic cards, boxes and to open to crack, or buy singles for my decks, and that's the way I go about my collecting.
Oh yeah, and collect responsibly.
Yep.
Do it responsibly. Don't forget your bills exist, because you have to pay those if you like them or not.
Exactly.
Bills. No one likes
Well,
bills.
let me tell you something real quick. I have one collection that I am working on really hard, and that's you guys, chat, and you guys as well here on the panel. But I do got to go. I have an appointment, so I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. It was fun chatting with you. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later, bud.
See you.
Give yourself a reasonable budget for collecting and spend wisely. That's right.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Oh, my Lord. My throat is dry. My coffee's gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's why I always that's exactly the reason why I always put my bills first. My rent, my lights, my gas.
Yep.
And then I take some of it and put back for gas for the car, and then the rest is for whatever I want to collect.
Yeah, collect indeed, and collect because you want to. The real reason I collect is for the enjoyment of the things I had when I was younger, so I can remember them. I have a bad time with memory, like in general. So anything I can connect me to my past, I love. things that connect me to the times I enjoyed as a kid, I love. And since I have a bad memory when it comes to that stuff, those things tie me into that kind of stuff deeper to remembrance.
Yep. Yep. And yes,
Cool.
yes, Kevin G, food does count as a bill.
Yes, food counts as a bill. Well, yeah, I put food first before anything. To be honest with you, if we go grocery shopping before we even try to talk about spending money on senseless stuff. We get our bills paid before we talk about buying stuff and senseless stuff. When we buy stuff, collectible stuff, or any gifts or something like that, we make sure our bills are paid first and foremost. Having an emergency savings is more important than collecting too. It is not easy to be fiscally responsible. Oh yeah, having a savings is important.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're not telling people to spend unwisely and not do this stuff.
Right.
Right.
But anyways, I digress, and we gotta hit this bumper.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the crew.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG 3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we game. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG 3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at us. We got to the shill section portion of the show.
Mm-hmm.
In college, I just didn't eat to buy a pack. I just was curious.
Okay.
No. I put food first.
Yep.
Health first. But anyways, I appreciate you, KBG. You bringing an awesome conversation today. You got us invigorated. So appreciate that, and everybody in chat. Coach, you're amazing. You're solid on advice today. You're good. And everybody else in chat has been chatting along. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. But we need to start chilling away because it's time to chill. And we're gonna we'll start with the one in the chair of awesomeness. We got Willer.
Hey, it's Wednesday, which means it's podcast night. So Dan and I will be doing our wonderful podcast talking about nothingness. Although pancakes, I believe, are on the menu. Although we seem to have a little bit of a confusion over what to call them. So tune in if you want to listen to us talk about pancakes and goodness knows what else. And then I think afterwards, it might be balloons for play night. Not too sure yet, but something fun for us to procrastinate with.
Ooh, all right. Really quick, waffles fries won the pool of people's favorite fries. Crinkle got 27%, Curly got 18%, Shoestring got 9%. Waffle got 45% of the votes.
Wow.
All right. So waffle fries are our favorite, everybody. Speaking of our favorites, let's go to Mugenful.
Hey, everybody. I'm not sure what time, but sometime today, I might pull up my channel and stream on YouTube for some of the AI D&D. It should be fun.
Sounds good. And now we're going to go to Captain Waffles if you can. Can you?
Yeah, I can. And of course, waffle fries would be the best because, everything waffly is the best. So, new video dropped this morning, and it's funny, kind of coincides with this, where I was talking about, financial stuff with all of the pre-orders that are coming out for the 4 upcoming Magic sets, and really interesting how they're pre-ordering for Spider-Man in September already. I talk about it a little bit more, but go check that out. Also, if you like to collect books, you can go order my first book on Amazon. Link is in my description of today's video, and then I can post one right now in a second. But it's a science fiction book that I wrote. There's more to come. Currently working on the second one, and then I am finalizing getting up the Waffle Academy. It's something I've been working on in the background for a while, and so I don't have a release date yet, but we're getting closer. So I want to get it out there so people can see that it's coming. But other than that, that's all I got for today.
Right. Thinking of that, we're gonna start going over to Hillbilly. Can you?
Hey everybody. Today, I know yesterday was Tuesday, and instead of me going to my regular Tuesday routine, which is battling my viewers, I'm going to either do that today or I'll climb the ladder. But if you want to play the game against me, all you got to do is join the channel, subscribe, and then send me a challenge over on Arena, and then we can play a game, historic or standard, whichever one you want.
You.
And I'll probably be doing that. If nobody wants to do that, then I'll be climbing the ladder today.
Sounds good. Check it out.
And that's at 2. Yep, and that's at 2:00 today.
All right. Now we got Super Fast Tours today. We're gonna play some video games later on tonight around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We should be playing Borderlands. I think so. But depending how I feel, that might change if I get a certain game for the console for the fun of it. But check it out. Keep up to date with us. Be awesome. Be amazing. I want to remind you that you guys are awesome and amazing. I want to thank everybody for being here on the show. Hey, Billy Hubwiller, KJ Cabodan, Captain Waffles, Moonful, and everybody in chat from Brandon, Kevin G. Everybody showed up. Coaches Magic, Karma, and Saysorb, TC Dude, Tabal, who showed up, Mrs. Hillbilly. You guys rock. You guys rule. I want to remind you that you are loved. Someone's thinking about you, and if you can, make someone's day a little bit brighter, because you might be the change you need today. But with that, everybody, we got to say goodbye and have fun.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast daughters, he's running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shell shock, go. The daughters play. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG play.